Yes or no? That's a $2 billion question voters will face in March when a bond proposal comes up for a vote. WNCN political reporter Bo Minnick is live at the General Assembly to explain why college students could see higher fees as a result of this. Good evening, Bo.
Good evening, Sharon. These fees that we're talking about aren't directly related to the bond proposal, but the issue here is maintaining state buildings. I'm going to take a step out of the way so photographer Chris Hemmer can give you a closer look at what we're talking about. We're outside a state building right now, and as you can see, there's some external peeling going on. So it's what you see here and also would include buildings at state universities. This bond would mean mostly new buildings, though, which has some questioning where the money for upkeep would come from.
What this bond is, it's an investment in North Carolina. It's investing in our universities that are designed to bring in jobs, to attract students. The
$2 billion bond is currently being voted on in the Senate, and House Speaker Tim Moore certainly sounds on board. The bond sets aside $980 million for construction projects in the UNC system, including $30 million to build a new business school at NC Central.
And we need to do it right now while interest rates are low. It's just like when somebody goes and refinances their house. They want to do it when interest rates are low, not when they're high.
The Senate gave initial approval to the bond referendum. Only 2 lawmakers opposed it. Republican Davie County Senator Andrew Brock is one.
We have other needs that are already out there. We have billions and billions worth of dollars for repairs and renovations. Our existing buildings are crumbling. We need to work on those first.
And that cuts to a question of deferred maintenance. Some lawmakers ask why the state doesn't get a better handle on how much it will cost to maintain buildings.
And over at North Carolina Central, my district, just to get $10 million in maintenance money, you're talking about taxing the students there to pay for it.
How much money would that be? Durham Democratic Senator Floyd McKissick says it's way too early to tell. At NC Central, even discussion of higher fees gets students talking.
A $100 raise on tuition would be fine if they're going to actually maintain all buildings and not just one.
I feel like if it was going towards our school buildings, I feel like that should be coming from the state, because we're already paying enough in tuition and all these extra other taxes and everything.
And NC Central told us today that they currently have about $69 million in deferred maintenance costs. Now, this bond proposal also would set aside money for improvements to state parks, money for community college improvements, also for water and sewer grant funds. And I do want to point out that there would be some money set aside for building upkeep, as you can see here. But those who are concerned with this proposal say not nearly enough that needs to be there to cover what needs to be covered. The Senate is going to vote on this a second time tomorrow, and then the House is expected to take this measure up next week. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Bo.